Imagine walking home alone at night. The streets are empty, the wind is cold, and the only sound is your own footsteps. Suddenly, a woman appears in front of you. She has long black hair, a white mask covering her face, and a strange silence surrounding her. She looks at you and calmly asks, "Am I beautiful?" It sounds like a harmless question, but in Japan, this question is connected to one of the most terrifying urban legends ever told. The legend of Kuchisake-onna, the Slit-Mouthed Woman. No one knows exactly where the legend of Kuchisake-onna began. One of the oldest stories tells of a beautiful woman who lived hundreds of years ago during Japan's feudal era. She was admired for her incredible beauty, but according to the legend, her husband became consumed by jealousy. Believing she had been unfaithful, in a fit of rage, he grabbed a blade and slashed her mouth from ear to ear. As she cried in agony, he shouted, "Who will think you're beautiful now?" She died with anger and heartbreak filling her soul. It is said that her spirit returned, wandering dark streets with her face hidden behind a mask. Now, she asks strangers the very same question that changed her life forever. Am I beautiful? Whether this tale is history or just folklore, the legend has haunted Japan for generations. The legend didn't remain just an old ghost story. In the late 1970s, reports of Kuchisake-onna spread across Japan like wildfire. Children claimed they had seen a mysterious masked woman following them home. Rumors spread from school to school, creating fear in entire neighborhoods. Parents began walking their children home after class. Some schools even dismissed students early or told them to travel in groups. Police received reports of suspicious masked women, though none were ever confirmed to be the legendary spirit. As the panic grew, the line between fact and fiction became impossible to see. Was someone pretending to be the Slit-Mouthed Woman? It usually begins on a quiet night. The streets are empty. The air is still. Then, in the distance, you notice a woman walking alone. She wears a long beige trench coat. Her black hair hangs over her face, and a white surgical mask covers her mouth. At first, she seems ordinary, but as she gets closer, something feels terribly wrong. She stops directly in front of you. Without saying a word, she stares into your eyes. Then, in a calm, almost gentle voice, she asks a single question. Am I beautiful? For a moment, everything around you falls silent. There is no sound except your own heartbeat. According to the legend, answering no is the worst choice you can make. She immediately pulls out a large pair of scissors and attacks without mercy. But answering yes doesn't save you either. She slowly raises her hands to her face and removes the white surgical mask. Beneath it is a horrifying smile, a mouth sliced from ear to ear. Blood stains the edges of the wound as she stares directly into your eyes. Then, without changing her expression, she asks one final question. How about now? That is the moment every version of the legend becomes different. Some say there is a way to escape. Others believe that once Kuchisake-onna asks the second question, your fate has already been decided. But where did the story of Kuchisake-onna come from? No one knows for certain. One of the oldest versions of the legend dates back hundreds of years, during Japan's Edo period. According to the tale, a beautiful woman was married to a jealous samurai. Believing she had been unfaithful, he flew into a rage. As punishment, he slashed her mouth from ear to ear with his sword. Before leaving her to die, he asked one final question. Who will think you're beautiful now? The woman's hatred was said to be so powerful that it followed her into death. Her restless spirit wandered the streets, hiding her scar behind a mask. Now, she asks strangers the very same question that once destroyed her life. Am I beautiful? Whether this tragic story is the true origin or simply another myth added over time, no one can say. But it transformed Kuchisake-onna into one of Japan's most terrifying and enduring urban legends. No one knows if Kuchisake-onna is real or simply a legend passed down through generations. But stories like hers continue to survive because they awaken our fear of the unknown. So if you're ever walking alone at night and a masked woman asks, "Am I beautiful?" remember the legend, because by the time she asks, it may already be too late. Sleep carefully, and I'll see you in the next mystery.